Hi, hello everybody, my name is Angar and welcome back to Formica. Hopefully we should be live now, and today we are going to be creating the Aphid. Let me bring up the Aphid model to show you all. He's very beautiful. I don't exactly know the species. Well, I do know the species, I don't know how to pronounce it. But this is the poplar leaf aphid, and this will be the aphid species for the game. As the name suggests, they are on poplar plants. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing poplar right, but we don't have a plant model. So right now the aphid plant is just represented by a box so that we can tell where it is. And yeah, so the goal is hopefully to get most of the coding done. How to do this. I guess we should just get started, right? So my idea is it's kind of going to be like a control point. You're going to have to take control of the aphid farm for it to then start producing plants and replenishing any aphids that have been lost in the fight. So what we could do is actually hold up. Let me go. Yeah, let's just open one of the termites. And I'm going to just take part of the termite code and copy and paste it. Alright, so just take this, Control C, aphid unit, Control V. We're going to remove the node. Okay. So we have this. This piece of code in the termite allows it to detect what type of enemy is nearby and then respond to that. So it'll say, okay, are you on my team? If you're not on my team, then this goes into the fight command. So instead we want to say, shoot, okay. So let's get it detecting stuff. Let's put in a couple variables. We don't need to cast to the, actually, yeah, we need to cast to the team manager. So let's make team manager, how do you spell manager? Team manager. And we can say actor, object reference. It seems very complicated. It is, do you not work? What is team manager? Team manager, where are you? I can't find the team manager. Hold up, what are you? What are you? Actor. Single actor. Okay, so why? I have a team manager now. Do I need to put a space? Compile? Why not? You're literally the same thing. Okay. We'll just replace it. So the idea here is we don't need this. Don't need this. We also don't need this. So, okay, but what we can do is give it its own kind of, yeah, we can give it its own team thing. We're going to say team. We're going to say, what are you? You're an integer? Okay, so team, get team, and then we're going to say, yeah, okay, so we can just plug this in here. So this will check what team the aphid currently belongs to. Do I really have to go in and change every team manager? Schlorp. And then we got to give it some code to make it detect the team manager. Cast to team manager. So you can say event begin play all actors of class. We're going to say team manager, and then we're going to say nearest. Yeah, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter because there's only ever one of them. And we're going to say set team manager to the nearest. Okay, so there we go. So now it has a team manager, and it should then be able to detect stuff Alright, so is the thing being detected on a team? If that's true, okay, how do I fix this? So how the aphid's gonna work is it's gonna start off being neutral, and then it'll swap to a team. Okay, okay. Let me kind of redo this. So we can have team value between 0 and 4, right? 0 is going to be neutral. Okay, so let's start up here. You detect something that's on a team. We want to see what team it is. Team 1 contains team 1. Okay, wait. So hold up. I think instead of doing this, we should just link this straight up to here and go, okay, and go, are you team 1? If you're not, then we're going to say, are you team 2? If you're not, we're going to say, are you team 3? And if you're not, then we're going to say, are you team 4? And they have to be one of these. So let me remove all of this. Take these, kind of move it over here. Okay, so this is going to give us the team of our actor, right? Set team to 1, and then we're just going to copy, paste, 4, 3, 2, and plug that in there. Plug this in here, and plug that in there. Right, so now we're getting our team, right? Okay. No, this is the aphid unit. I need to put this on the aphid plant. Okay, I need to go copy this over to the plant. Team manager. Manager. We're gonna go actor. And then we need team, and you are integer. Okay. So then I can just Control C, Control V. Control C. Delete all this. Control V. Okay, that should work. Yes. Splendid. All right. So now the aphid farm is being given its thing. Yes. Hello, Sonic. How are you doing? All right. Okay, I don't know how to go about doing this. What we want to do is start a timer that'll slowly tick up and turn it into being active, right? So we're going to say, we're going to call this control, and this will be an integer, right? So this is the control. So we're going to say, and we're going to say has unit question mark, and this will be a Boolean. We're going to say tick, hold up, equals, no, branch. So we're going to say, do you have a unit in your radius, right? And if this is not true, then what? Custom event, we're going to call this, no, because we can't have it doing it every tick, because that's called every frame. So I think I have to go delta seconds instead. I don't know, hold up, how do I do this? No, you know what, I can just call it here. So we can say, forget the has unit. So it'll say, okay, something is interacting with us, right? So, and they're a team unit. Um, hmm. I'm gonna redo this into a unit count, right? So this is gonna give us a more accurate assessment. Okay, so this is true. We're gonna say set unit count to, let's say, +1. Right, so each time a unit comes in, it's like, okay, you have one more unit here. And then we'll get one that say actor end overlap. Actor end overlap. And we'll copy this. We'll say, okay, are you a team unit? And then we'll say set unit count minus. So now we're getting, so now it knows if it has a unit, right? So it's like, okay, I have a unit, and I'm going to get the team of the unit, and if the unit leaves, that lowers. All right. Huh. Yes, there will be a predator that eats the aphids. That will be the two-lined leatherwing beetle. I have not made it yet, but if you want to give that a Google search, they're pretty cool. They eat aphids and are predators. So, unlike, for example, in Empires of the Undergrowth, where the ladybugs eat the aphids, these will actually fight your units. So you need to keep a defense on the aphids, both from enemy teams coming to take over aphids, because they're obviously going to be a really good renewable food source, but also because the ladybug equivalent, let's just call it, they will fight your units. And they're kind of similar-ish to a bombardier beetle. I know that they can secrete some kind of acid or something. I don't know exactly how they do it. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I need to do a little more research, but that's the creature that has been decided on. And it may or may not make its way into the first version of the game. There's a poll on my Discord where we're having people vote to see if that gets added or another enemy. Okay. We have unit count. Lacewing larva. Perhaps. I am kind of on a time constraint just because I'd like to get a beta out pretty soon. So I don't want to go too much into it. Hopefully we can get the aphids done today. If we can get aphids at least in like a state where all I have to do is bug fix, if we can get the core mechanics down, that would be great. So yeah, let's get back to work here. We have the teams, right? How do I want to do this? I think I should make this an array. And we're going to give you, can I give you 4? Yeah, okay, so this is each team's control. Right, so, no, how do I want to do this? So they first need to remove the enemy control, and then they can start adding to their own control, right? So once a unit is here, it first needs to check if there was an enemy that was controlling the area. Then it needs to detect if a shoot, should I make this? Hold up. I might want to make the unit count an array as well, so I can get units of each team, so that you can have like all the teams. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, hold up. Destroy this. So first, what we want to do is what do we want to do? Remove this, copy this, move this, and paste this in. Okay. This can go in here. And then we just have to line the, oh, whoops. And we just have to line these up here. Forgot to do that one as well. I don't know how to do this, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not very good at coding. So this might not work exactly the way I want it to. Alright, so we want unit count to be an array. We're going to say, okay, if you're team 1, then set unit count. Shoot. I need to get like a single number. I need to get control has 4. You have 4. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are you? Unit count is invalid. Unit count must have an input wired into them. Okay, because we haven't done that. That's fine. Also, apparently the stream gets really weird when I'm like I can see it just swapping to, whenever I hover over stuff, it'll swap to that. So I don't know how to stop that. It's my first time streaming the Unreal Engine. We can try and fix that later, perhaps, if it becomes an issue, but if the screen goes black and it's just displaying text, that's because I'm hovering over something and it's giving me a description. So I'll try and keep my mouse away from that. I need to get integer. Okay, hold up. Let's go for array. Array. So oh yeah, set array element. Perfect. This is what I want. Set array element of, not control, unit count. Index. Right, so this is team 1, and we're gonna say get array element. Hold up. Array. Come on. Array. Set array element. I don't know how to like get the number. You know what I can do? I can go for each loop, array index equals 1 branch. This is really convoluted, but I guess this will work. And then set to array element, we're going to say plus 1. Oh my goodness, this is ugly. Alright, let's try to reorganize this a bit. So we can put this here, put you like here. You can go down there. I'll shove you here. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse, right? This code seems like it works. I guess we're just gonna copy and paste that and then change the number for each of them. So we can plug this in here. we can plug this in here, and we can plug that in there, and we'll say equals 2, index, oh, excuse me, index, yeah, hold up, I think I need to fix that, don't I? It's really bad. How do I fix that? Yeah, because I can just see on my phone that it keeps flashing all this stuff. Let me go into game capture. Capture specific window. I could say, how about window capture? What does this look like? Oh, and just popping up with this save thing. Hold up. Let me try this. Can you guys see this a little better? We'll try this, because this is a window capture, so I think it should just be looking for this specific window. So it shouldn't mess up with all the pop-ups. Let's see if that works. I'll test that for a couple minutes. All right. Equals 4, equals 3, and there we go, right? Big, long piece of code, but it should now get the numbers for units. Okay. And we'll copy and we'll paste. And what we're going to do is just drag this in here. And we're going to change the add 1 to subtract 1. So we'll say, hold up, can I like replace? Is there a replace thing here? No. Okay. So we'll just say subtract. And hopefully this should just work first try. I don't know how the math could be wrong. The issue is if it like does something that I'm not expecting it to, if I plug something in wrong. Assuming that this is written right, I don't know why it wouldn't work. Okay. Subtract 1, subtract 1, subtract 1, subtract 1. There we go. Look at that. So now it's adding to the unit count, right? So it's going to add, and we're going to say if, yeah, so that would be branch. We want to say if unit count, how do I fix that? I need to make sure that this is the only one. Okay. I think the rest of it's pretty easy once we get past this point, because what I'm going to do, you know, yeah, let's ignore it. So let's say true, then we're going to, for each loop, oh no, this is going to be another issue. Okay, we're going to take control, and we're going to say, oh no, hold up. I know how to do this. I'm going to say for each loop, could I wait? No, I need, wait, equals index. Can I plug in multiple? No. Okay, darn it. I thought I could make the code a lot smaller, but it looks like that's not going to happen. If we're going to say for each loop, array index equals, yeah, let's say not equals 1, right? then what we want to do, gonna have it go here. So, okay, so if you're not here, right, if you're not, wait, what am I, unit comes in, we get the team, we get the count, then what it's going to say is, okay, for each loop that doesn't equal 1, and we can say equals 0, right? If it doesn't have any other units. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Branch. So this is going to say, okay, if you all have no units, set contested to false, right? Wait. Oh, yeah, let's make contested. You're going to be a boolean and you're going to be single. We're going to say set, I'm just going to plug it in here. And then we're going to plug this in here. Okay. So, right, this is going to run through each of them and it's going to say, okay, is there no enemy here, right? If you're not, obviously if you're not this one, right? And if you equal 0, if that's true, set contested to false. But if there is an enemy unit, set it, we're going to say branch contested is false, then start doing this. And right, this is, okay, right? If this equals false, then for each loop of control, branch. How many do you have? You have 4. You have 4. Oh. Hold up, this needs to be 5. And how is stream looking now? Are you guys being bombarded by pop-ups? Or is it a little better? Should be fixed, hopefully. We'll say for each loop not equal, doesn't equal 1, well, I'm gonna have it call a custom function. So let's say custom event, and we're gonna call it control. An event with this. Wait, what? What do you? Why are you not working? I can change control. Yeah, let's call it that. Okay. Change control. And in here, what the control is going to do is going to say, okay, doesn't equal, oh no, this is going to be this issue again. And then watch. Yup, darn it. I have no idea how to do this. What we could do, hold up, I actually have a way to like cheat around this. Highest. So if I take this, and we can say break, about for each loop. Hello, Jarius. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Let me open I think it's the team manager. Let me find the team manager. Team man. Oh. Team manager. Open up. Ah, there's nothing in here. Oh no, that would be in the hive mind. Let's go to the hive mind. To the hive mind we go. Hive mind. Alright. What are we looking for? Wait. For each loop greater than... What? Show... What we could do is have it... Yeah, I guess we just go for greater than, right? Greatest. No, what? Can I not just get the largest... greatest... Okay, let me look for greatest. No, I swear there was a piece of code that I could do to just get the largest value. Highest? I am so confused. Well, this is unexpected. Let me think for a moment. I think we might just have to do this thing here. Say... Unit count, array element greater than array element. Like, I don't think there's a piece of code that allows us to do this without making something like super long and convoluted like this. Which is why I'm looking through and looking for my other piece of code that I swear had it. For each... Wait, okay, so what does this do? For each loop, it's going to go in here and say loop body array element greater than this array element. Hold on, this could work. I understand what this code is doing. Hold up. Let me just slurp, and we can say for each unit count, we're going to see we're going to see if it's greater than all the others, right? And if this is true, then it goes down here. Maybe. Let's see if this works. Right, what we could say is, okay, so we have the highest one, and we're going to say equals this. Wait, unit count. Oh no, this is supposed to be unit count, I believe. And we can say for each loop, unit count equals this. If it's false, and then if it's also not It's also not 0. Then what we can do is set. Do I have to do another for each loop? The issue is it's calling this so many times, and I really don't want to be doing that. So I can say for each loop. No, wait, no, I'm already doing that. Okay. Set. Can I like set array? Yeah, oh, hold up. I'm stupid. Set array element to. Nope, that is not the index. And we can say minus 1. Okay, so this is like each second it'll take 1 off. Okay, there we go. And wow. Okay. Yeah. We're going to be. We're gonna put you in timeout, buddy. All right. Anyway. Okay. So what it does is goes through here, sets the element so it lowers it, and we're gonna say delay 1 second, and then call it again. Change control. Change control. Great. That doesn't work. Why not? Target array. Ah, yes. Control. Huh. Trying to think about how to make this work, and I don't know. So what it does is, pretty sure this is fine, right? Already there's a bunch of code that I just don't know what it's doing. It's gonna set. All right, I'll just run. I'll run through this later after we've finished coding. We'll probably, hopefully, try to finish this up now. Okay, so what it does is it's gonna change it by -1 unit control for each loop. For each loop. So it's going to take the unit count and say, okay, are you greater than this unit count? Okay, yeah, so if you're greater than all the other unit counts, right, then we start decreasing all the other unit counts. Oh, wait. We need a third one. We need to make sure equals. It's not 0. Oh, and this would be false. Okay. So, I also kind of want it to start to print text. And we're going to say the array element. Sure. Okay. All right. Let's go here and let's give it like a radius. So let's say sphere collision. Why don't I just write code? Because I don't know how to do that. And blueprints are fun, and I like them. I think it's a lot easier for me to visualize and also for you guys to visualize what I'm doing. And the entire game so far has been written in blueprints, so that has worked out pretty fine. I'll say 600 to 600 good. And we're looking for... Where did I even put it? It's food. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a good-ish radius. Let's put it next to... Let's put it next to the nest here and see what happens. So nothing's going to happen because no one has control of it, right? Now we need to go. Oh wait, you're not even. Let's make you team 1. Oh, you are team 1. Good, good, good. Okay. Let me move the camera back as well. Camera, come here. Oh, camera is in fact under the map. Camera, come here. We'll just, yeah, we'll put it right there. Okay, perfect. I don't even, Okay, so it's gonna increase the unit count. Hold up, can I have it print the unit count? It's true, hold up, I want it to print text hello, and we're gonna make it green. So let's see if it can recognize that it's uncontested. Okay, recognize that you're uncontested. Oh, great. Great. It doesn't do that. Okay. Okay, so that means that something is not right. So it's definitely getting to here because this works in the combat code. So it's something here. It's saying for each loop of the unit count equals 1. So you're going to get the letter 1, then you're going to go here, you're going to increase it by 1, then you're going to control. Wait, so it why is it not setting contested? So it's not doing either of these. Why not? Why not? Huh. Read the value of contested. Okay, if it's checked. Wait. No, false should go here and true should go here. Maybe? See if that fixes it. Yeah, okay. That was totally the issue. I plugged them in wrong. Okay, so if it's not false, and it's getting the not false thing, so that's great that it's getting that. What if I were... We'll do contesting later. First, let's make them actually get control over it. So we'll say... Yes, if you're not contested, then we want to get the control, and we're going to, let's just start by taking this. Hold up, no, we need another custom event. Custom event, we're going to call it add control. And then we're going to call add control. And we're going to say gonna say I think I have to do this again to get the unit. So you can get the unit here. Get unit. Okay, we're gonna see what team is the highest, right? Wait a minute, no. This isn't gonna work either. Hold up. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed, but we're gonna worry about that later. We're just gonna try to get most of the core functions down today, because I don't think that bug fixing is going to be very fun for you guys to watch. But you know, getting the basics down should be fun. Okay, so what we can do is say okay, so this is true. Then get this, we go equal equal, we go shlorp. Welcome back, Amber Ants. Good to have you. And we'll go for um So gets this, and we're gonna say yeah, I guess we can just start increasing it, right? Right? So we can say loop body. Well, we can start with the branch. Okay, so if this is true, then we can say plus, we can get set array element. Item to item plus 1, and we can say index. It's going to be this index, and the target array is going to be control. So we can add control. Then I want to check this. So I would like to then print this number. Okay. Oh, hold up. You know what? Now this isn't even gonna work like at all, because I know what's gonna happen when we run this. It's gonna call itself like 100 times. Delay 1, and then we'll say add control. Watch, it's gonna get crazy. Yep, okay. I don't even know what it's doing. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 25, 0. Okay, well, it stopped adding control when all the units left, so that's good. Oh, no, more units are coming back, and it's just adding numbers. No, it actually seems to be... Yeah, it's adding a lot of numbers. Okay. Well, we can... No, I guess we kind of want that, right? We kind of want it to scale. If you have more units here, you should be able to gain control of it faster. Guys, it's a feature, not a bug. We'll say... Shoot, but why were you... How does this work at all? Because it should be adding it to index 1, but that was not index 1. That was like the last index. So there's some issues with it. We'll fix that later. I guess. Okay. We can kind of just... Huh. I don't know. I'm kind of at a roadblock, honestly. I didn't quite turn out exactly as I want because I know that this is kind of really messy and really bad. And for some reason my brain's just blanking. So, yeah, sorry this didn't really turn out well, but I think I'm just going to end it here because I don't know how to fix this. Nonetheless, how to make it work properly. We got somewhere, right? It's able to detect if it's not contested, right? Because we plugged it in wrong, so we knew that it detected it was uncontested. It started increasing, just not exactly what we wanted. I probably should have done some of the grunt work first and left the fun stuff, like making it spawn more aphids when you control it, because that's kind of how it's going to work, is if the aphid plant isn't maxed out and it's under control of another of a faction, then the aphids will slowly respawn over time, and they will also start to produce food. Well, we learned some stuff today. I learned a lot about how to structure these dev streams if we were to do them again. Apologies for kind of not turning out perfectly, but yeah. Thank you all for stopping by. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, blah, 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 blah. We'll be back sometime, like, I don't know. Maybe next week, maybe not. Depends if I have something cool to stream. We might do a map making stream because that's pretty simple. This is not Roblox, no. This is Unreal Engine 5. The game will be free on Steam, however. But okay, yeah. I'm going to go. Thank you all for stopping by. Didn't exactly go perfectly, but we certainly did something. Yeah. So, see you in the next one. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye!